Hi, back again. We finished today that house that we started there. So that was the last point there. I make your screencast keys on here. So the point was to make here this wooden stuff there. And when you look at these pictures here, you see that the wood goes straight through and completely down and between the axles. That is. Okay, so we take one wood of the backside, so that maybe. Shift D, place it on the front. So one there. Shift D, place one there. Shift D under the window. And Shift D one over the window. And Shift D one at the end of the house. Of the stage. Shift D, then rotate Y 90 and bring it to this one. Scale set. Okay. Then Shift D, bring it to the next one. And Shift D, bring it here to the side. And Shift D to the other side too. So here comes this axis in. I think we have done one. No, the backside is none. Okay, so we take that here, Shift D, bring it here in the middle, rotate Y 45 degrees, get to normal axis and scale X. You must press then X 2 times, scale XX. Then he has the axis applied, or how we call that. So scale X, scale X, X. So good. A little bit back into. Then take here global axis, front view, Shift D, rotate Y minus 45, oh, minus 90. Good. Then we have that one, that is this X that I've spoken about. So go back to normal axis to handle that better here. Good. Then I take this X, yeah, this X, and join them together, and Shift D, place them there too. Shift D there too, and on each side. Of course, we have forgotten here one, so we take a long one, Shift D, and place it there at the end too. Scale X, make it a little bit fatter, bigger, and Shift D, that it close up with the X there. And when it don't really fits there, then you must make them longer for sure. So here, normal axis, yeah, then you can pick them in the directions you want. Yeah, less people know that with this XX, that is to get the normal axis. When you only scale x, it gets the normal x direction, but not the normal x direction. So you must press X double X. Yeah, sometimes it's all confusing, but that is the way it is. Takes me a long time to learn that all that I do here. It looks, sometimes I learn nothing, but no, it is a long way to do such simple things like I do here. Yep, definitely. Good. I have done that. Must look now to the rooftop thing there. There's an, oh, here are, okay. So we'll make that. Take here this one, Shift D, and I will scale them a little and rotate Y to bring them there. Yes. Then we have scale XX and get back to global axis. Shift D, place them there, and simply rotate set 180 degrees. Then it's turned, and we have it here. Good. Now the rooftop thing there. Yeah, I don't know what there correctly is, because we see it here very, very, very bad. Saying that there is an X under the window, and around the window is stuff, and then there is a 1 and a mirrored 1 on the other side. I think that is. So we build that. Back side of the house, no, front side of the house. So get here this wooden stuff there, and Shift D, place 1 down under the window. Shift D, place 1 over the window. Scale X for sure. Then Shift D, rotate Y90. Bring them down there to the side. Scale set. Shift D, place them there too. Shift D, place 1 in the middle there. Shift D, place 1 in the middle there too. This one should be scale set. Or plug in, that's eagle. We make 1 on the side too for the symmetry. Eagle, what the original says. Well, say it. And Shift D, place them on the other side there too. And then we see in here comes a 1 is built there in the real one. We don't build a 1. That is too kiddie stuff for me. So rotate Y and take that, Shift D, place 1 there, rotate Y again to the other side, done. Good. That was the texturing, but here at the bottom we have to get that here and extrude that backward, and F, close that. There comes a texture of an open room later. File, save. So I want to save it as a new real number. Save it as hotel next hotel 5 in my case. So we have to do the materials there. I seen last time when that here must be doubled down there, and here too. So the rest is simply stone wood. So we must first look. We need what we need. File, save. We take here. I have here stone material is on. That is good. What we have else there? Nothing. That is good too. So we need here the roof tile stuff. So plus new, and look what we got here. Got we here a roof? No. Then we make a new one. Call it roof, and I think we can take them all from other projects. So I simply open up here my Blender stuff, take simply another project, one that we done before. I think next house can be one. Look. Yeah, next house has all that we want. There is this roof tiles. We see here the note in the note editor, and we simply can copy them. So A to select all, Control C to copy, go to the other project and plug them in the node editor. So here open up the node editor, then Control V. Wow, we can't copy that, so Control C, go to the other, Control V. There's another option. You can append other stuff from other files or link. So we can try a link to the next house file and say we want to have the materials from there, and there we have them then from that project and can link them. So we get here to roof tiles. Normally we should now have here roof tiles. There is. There stands an LO, that means link of a file. We have roof tiles now now in, but it's better to append that, I think. So we make it here append roof tiles, then it is real into. It is good, but it's there. So we plug them on our roof there. So there we can mark them theme, we can unwrap them, we can open up here our UV image editor, and we say the roof tiles should be assigned there. We see that one is correct, that one is turned, so rotate set 180 degrees. The other one here is turned too, so rotate set 182. They are too big, so we have to bring here add input texture coordinates and that isn't possible. That is the fact there. Yeah, that was the problem. You can't make there some new on. Ah, you see that there was a sign to make it local. I try to make it back that you can see it. No, it isn't possible yet. But there is a sign then here, and you can say make it local, and then we have it and can change it. That is the way. We see it by another material maybe. So add input texture coordinates and take the mapping, then UV to vector, click texture by the mapping, then vector to vector. Now we can change the size there. So I think 0.2 should be okay. And that is okay. File, save. Then what we need to is this stone material, so I must look in the house 2 file which stone we have there. There is another stone that I want to take that is bad, so I can't use that here. So I go here away. But before we can take the candle with. So we simply say here metal should be selected, then Shift D, make a copy, P to separate the selection. Now I have the candle it on. Control C to copy and go to the other project, Control V to plug in, and it is there. By objects you can use copy, and by materials and such on you can do it with append or link. File, save. But I need now this stone material, so I have to go to my folder there, St.Michell, and find a house with its stone material and puts material that were the best that I can find. I think that house here has both. That is the house 2 new 1. 2 new 1. So then we should file append 2 new 1. 2 new 2 new 1. I open that and say I want from this project the material, and it should be that puts material, and now when we bring it in here, puts material, there is it, and it is directly local. That is very good. Then we have here the other one, file append the stone material. So again, give you a plus and get this stone material. Have it there. Good. So we look what we get there. That means we take here the front, say stone material assign, unwrap from view, So we have that. We can now here simply scale that, and then we have that one. Then here the same stone, sign, view, unwrap project from view. Scale that up here. So that is this stone material. Then here on this stuff comes the puts material. So we have get all there. So puts, assign, view, unwrap from view. Then scale it here a little up, and we have that puts material there. On the top there is the same. So we take them. Hope also I got there all. View, project from view, puts, sign, and scale up. Good. We done that. Here the sides should be that stone material. So we mark them seam. You unwrap them and say stone material sign. We have them there. We have to scale all this size, and then it's there. Good. So we have that. The only thing file save we need also is the wood itself, and that should be in this house too. So we go here and append that material. So file, append, wood. So then we give here plus and say we take this appended material wood. Yeah, and here we got it. So that is for all this wooden stuff there. So we have to take here is wood material, and here we can take a cube unwrap, I think, but it is not that good that I want. So we make it like ever from view, and we open up here our material that wood gray something there, and when we scale that, then we have here this real wood stuff there. I will try here smart UV project. No, that works not. Cylinder also don't work, so make it real from view. U from view and place it there. So we make it with all this stuff there. So wood, first we give it to all materials. That here is the material history. There you can type in what you search and he jumps through that. All materials that you don't use on something, on an object, will be deleted from this history there. And yeah, that are the important news, or not news. I think I told you that sometimes before. And sure, when we copy them with Alt D, then all will be directly with wood material 2. But we need here different parts of the wood texture, so you can't take that all with Alt D. That makes no sense in this case. Makes only sense when they all should look absolutely even. Good. Nervy thing. and the texturing will be nervy much more, but that is it. So wood, yeah, that is some. I think the Profis has there another how to, because that here is now manual work, and Profis don't do some manually. They have her tricks to their tricks to do such in seconds and not manually. But we are no profis, so we make manually. At the back, we make that 2 wood. Yeah, but as I said before, for me it's sometimes like yeah, not hypnosis. It is yeah, like spiritual calming and think about all the projects and other stuff, and yeah, like a meditation. That is the word. You don't have to think here much. You can simply do that like a robot. So here we have to make that red things there wood too. It's the back side of the house for sure. Here on the sides too. So the other side has that too. And here on the top is some. Okay. Here the side. And here at the end there comes all glass between that. I think here must be some too. So I take that, simply Shift D, place them there on the bottom, and then scale X and bring them there, and Shift D one there. Good. Here at the roof top front thing there, I want make that 2, so we give here wood view from view. That is you see it a little bit problem, because we must rotate that, and that is 1, so we have to cut that into pieces. Here knife, go from that edge to that edge, so we can get each as a singular one and can rotate them like we would. So when we get that, we have it now here, we can rotate it, and then it follows with, yeah, it follows with the wood structure there. Here too, we rotate 90 degrees and scale them up, and we have nice wood there. Here too, rotate, scale up, grab it, position it, rotate it. So we have to do that with all these wooden stuff. We have to bring them here to fit with. Much work. So best we start. So from view, that is it. A to select all, rotate x90 and scale up, grabbing positioning. This one here should be longer at the top, so we get it and make it longer. Here too. Good. Then we take here view from view 2 and scale it up and grab and position. But here is too short. A U from view, scale up, grabbing, positioning. Thanks a lot. That we do with all. So I don't must say that each time again. You know now how to. So I be in my meditation, blendering. Here, for sure, we must rotate that and scale up. It's clear, I hope. View from view. So that looks real, like every one is another and each one is another from the texture. That looks better later than all be not the same. So I go on. The problem is when you make it from view, then you will automatically have at the other sides a bad result. There you must do then it again from view to get there a good result, or another method for that. From view. Yeah. And all these automatically methods to unwrap or such else there, they don't work anytime. Sometimes yes, but not anytime. And that is the problem, because this smart UV project or this other stuff isn't good for all. Yeah, you must find your unwrap method for your project there, and each time you need another. That is, you can't say every time I take that or that or that. That don't work at some sometimes. Yeah. Each project needs his unwrap, but others say don't use this from view or such else. Only use the pure unwrap with mock seams and ready to go. That is the best method, they say, to unwrap. Okay, I think so too, but it is nervy thing. And that is my problem with that. I hate such long going stuff that works when you only make all absolutely correct and such. then I have no fun with Blender, and then that is nothing for me. I want fast my results, and it don't must be perfect for me. So that is my way to do such. Never said that is the best way, but it's my way. Oh, Frank Sinatra. My way. Not really. But okay. From view, you can take it here with L. You can select one of these objects there. Then you can grab it anywhere. A to deselect all, and then L to select again. Rotate it here. Scale them up when you want. Then it gets sharper. A texture there. And that's it. A to deselect, L to select one, scale them up, grabbing, positioning, get the other one with L, rotate, and so on. You can handle each word here as you want. That is, yeah, like the modeling, but it is for the UE. And it is 2D, not 3D. That is the difference. So we come near how much work. And I swear this Profi had other workflow for that, and sometimes I wish I had them too, but okay. It takes longer by me. File, save. So, think that is good. The size is not that important because it is between houses, other houses, so who cares? But we make them simply with puts there, so we can take the other side with us. But here it isn't cut it, that is not good. That we must cut later then. Puts assign view, unwrap from view, scale down, done. Good. File, save. Save as new version number, because you never know when Blender crashes, and if you have no backup, all is lost. So M to move to the second layer, all that we don't need here in the moment. So file, save. That type we have, so here the back side would again. that is sometimes that was bad to you. That in the game later you run to the streets and you don't look for such you have such much work in it, but nobody sees that later. Yeah, that is the other side of that. Or you make only renders, then the other trial. Then they look for the details. Is all correctly? Has he done all correct? Then they find all your mistakes, and they will say you, that is all shit. Yeah. Yeah, it was a long time at my startings. All the guys that are longer there or such say, wow, is that bad, that is bad, all is bad, the light is bad, the shadows are bad. Yeah, it was horrible. The first years was hard. But critic is a good way to motivate you, yeah, to get better. Because you want to show them that they are wrong. You can do that. And sometimes you don't see the errors, or you don't want to see your errors. But when you take them as it is and work on it, and work on these errors to get them out, then you will grow up, and that is the way you learn. Critic is so a good way. It's hard, I know, but better ask for critic like the other. Wow, is that good? Is that good? That brings you nothing, because they may be not so far as you need that as a good critic. So we have done that. I get a new beer and see you in seconds. So back again. Here at the backside, we have also make here to make here the front. That should be yeah, the back of the house, but the front of the back of the house. So puts a sign, you unwrap from you and scale up. Then here we have the same. We want to make it like wood, but we must before cut it so that we can handle each part separate. So Now we can take them here, wood, sign, you unwrap from view and rotate 90. We need no axis, or only one axis, because we only have two. It's 2D. So you have you and the we. Good. Done that. That here we don't see. There comes this big wall later, but we make there also you unwrap from view, puts, sign, and scale up. Maybe we will later use that for another game or such else. Then you can take it for that. So here, that stuff I will make with the puts too. Good. Same at the other side. From view, puts, sign, scale up, done. Good. Here we have that stone material that here should be classed later. So at first, here should be puts, sign, you from view, and the size is correct. Okay. Then we have to make here this wood material, you from view, rotate 90, scale up, next one, you from view, here we have now the other side. As I say, when you make it from view, the other sides will look awful and you must rebuild them again. Good. So only the other side is to do now. That's here. Here we have the same. That should be puts, sign, you from view, little scale, and then here the wooden stuff. So you from view, you know what I mean. And one thing to the keyboard keys. The fastest way to do some in Blender is to know the shortcuts. I don't know them really, but then you can work much faster as when you click each time there. Shortcuts are important. So when you can learn it, learn it. So I'll save. Good. So we need now here a beton there. So I think we have one in our texture folder there. So we make here plus new. And call it beton. And give them an image. Open up our texture folder. There we have some. This one is possible. So I think some between them both there. I think I'd take two different spots. That one should be for these big ones. That one here. Wow. So that cube projection beton sign scale up. Yeah. Here too. Cube projection beton sign scale up. I think here wasn't accepted as this moment. So okay. Here too. And I think we can take them here too. That one too. That one, that. Cube projection, beton, sign, scale. So we have that beton there. And I think these stairs we make with other beton, so we make a new plus beton 2 and give them principal shader and open up here our texture folder again and take here this other beton, this here. You get the textures on texture.com. There you can register and then download it for free. Beton 2 and scale. So here should later come a picture behind that, that's for sure. Here comes the wall later, so don't worry about that. File save. We need now here the class materials, so plus class, and that we take here for all this inner stuff, that is all class. So class sign and unwrap. So here we have that problem, I think we can't, yeah, that isn't cutted, so we have to knife, get here to there, cut, then we can select that here and say it should be class. Good. Yeah, here in the behind we need a picture, I said it before. So we take here simply add mesh plane, rotate X 90 degrees and scale them to the size of that window there. Scale set, bring it to the front that we can, to the back front, or how we call that, a back front. Is it possible to have a back front? Push. Good. Yeah, there we must plug some picture of a shop on it. So make new and call it shop 3. I don't know. We get here an emission shader, because that must light it up, so, because without it is too dark later. So we open up our texture folder again and look what we get there. pictures from a shop. There on the top, what you can buy there? I think some postcards. But it looks like from the outside that's the wrong way. So I think can be a bar. No, not real. Then it could be to buy some clothes. The clothes are wonderful. So you unwrap, but in this time projection from view bounce, then it makes it directly to fit the maximum of that part that we done there. Good. Scale X a little, it looks here out of the windows. So file, save, and we want to get preview render. Yes, that looks really good here. That must be turned, and that too I see in a moment. Okay. Then here, that is good too. Only need your picture. Fine. So also we need here this sun panel there. So add mesh plane, scale down, scale Y, and simply rotate a little. So we have that sun plane there over. Good. Yeah, that should be close stuff or such. So view, from view, and unwrap new, we call it sun material. Yeah, and take here principal shader. Then I go to my texture folder. You can get it on textures.com. I told it you before, and there you can get it. And we need that for the sun thing there. That will be nice, but it should be red. Sure, we can change the color, that is not a problem. But I search more for other stuff there. That can be good, but it is more like not wool. Wool is other. Frotting is other. Line, that is. Yeah. Yeah. It's not so easy when you want to make it correctly. I think that one can be it. The 0.06, you can get it on textures.com. Don't forget that. And I plug it in our texture folder now. So 06, and we go here and say the sun material should have a high roughness first. Then it should be an image. Open up our texture folder, and it should be the 06. But it should be scaled and should be red. So we have to go here and add color, mix RGB, and we make it here to red. Stuff there with the factor and with the add or multiply, you can change that, how much should be influenced by that, and I think that is good. Yes, fine. So we have done that too. It don't look so red as I want. That is red. A little bit less maybe. Yeah, that's good. So, and we need here a background for that and a bottom there. The bottom there is the most problem, I think. So I take here this front face of this house there. Oh, they are lonely wood. Good. UV projection from view bounce and plus and new and call it shop 4 maybe, and assign and give them here a emission shader and say that image texture, open up, go to our texture folder, and I think I take there a bar inside, maybe that bar. Yeah, but it doesn't look good there, so we have to get another one. That one. Good. We'll let it like it is. Wonderful. The bottom should be stone. So at first I delete here the bottom and get here closed and look from the top and give you a plus, new, call it bottom, and assign that. Then go to principal shader, high roughness, open an image from the texture folder, and it should be a bottom texture of stone or such. Or wood. So we take that wood. I must look here for the top again. And you unwrap from view. So that's better. Yeah. And there we have our wooden bottom and the bar inside. Nice. Really nice. So we plug here the candle. That candle must be on the side. So that makes no sense for us to make that X delete. Good. Think all in all that was it. Must file save and look one time, but it's all okay. Yes, that looks fine. Ah, the roof. The roof is on fire. No, but the roof isn't that as it should. So we look here, what we got there. Here is turned, so we have to select that and rotate set 180 degrees. Here that too, so rotate set 180 degrees. You must be in the UV image editor for that rotation there, that's for sure. File save, and one thing I want to know is the color of this wood is the right one. We have a gray or such. That is what they have there. Gray brown, brown gray. So I think we can make that wood a little bit more brown. So we go here to our mixer and give them more like that or less. We will see what we can do there. I think that one is okay. So simply here the mixer of the wood material, you can take here another color and then you have that down. Good. So that was this house, all is done. Thanks for watching, see us in the next tutorial, bye.